Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of the Huevos con Weenies podcast. I'm your host, JTheCreator, and here with me again today is, of course, PurpleSuns.
Hola.
How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty well myself. I have my dog over at your house, which, I've never done before. I'm kind of
That is
glad
correct.
I brought him over. He's currently in the room with us
Yep.
as we're recording.
He's a good
And
dog. Look at him.
He's chilling. Yeah. If only we had like a dog cam, they could just look over him throughout the
Oh, yeah.
podcast. That'd be pretty cool.
I know some people do that on their streams. They have like a dog cam or
Yeah.
cat cam.
Shit's dope.
Yeah. So cool. And he's really good. Look at him.
I know.
Why is he looking all worried?
He's a little nervous. He's a little nervous Nelly.
Yeah.
You know?
Very
Poor little
nervous.
guy. I got him when he was 6 months old in Stockton, actually.
Oh shit.
And yeah, I mean, they assumed that he was 6 months old, so I don't know for sure how long he was abandoned for.
Dang.
But I
So
picked,
he was abandoned.
yeah, because the shelter had him.
Dang.
And then I went to the pet store for to get like supplies for another dog. And at the time, I already had a dog, but
Yeah.
the first initial dog that I was going to get didn't like the dog that I had. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that's a fucking bust. But then we met this little guy, and they loved each other. So we're like, fuck it, let's get him.
Oh yeah.
And he's been my best friend ever since.
Yep. And then when they originally gave him to you, didn't he have like a problem? He had some sort of
Yeah, he had worms.
yeah.
Yeah, because this was in Stockton, and I lived in San Diego, so they traveled back with him. I think like maybe 3 days after, he threw up, and he had
Oof.
like a shitload of worms in his
Did it
stomach.
look like spaghetti?
Yeah, it did, dude. That was the
Ugh.
grossest part, and I had to pick it up. I was like, it was the grossest.
And they were just crawling around.
Yeah, dude, it was the grossest shit ever, man. Felt so fucking bad.
I know.
For him.
You have to feel bad for him.
Yeah.
So what are those worms? I mean, do they make like holes inside of? Are they like heartworms? Is that what it is?
It not heartworms, but they're it's been like a long time since I looked it up, but they're just like just worms that basically, like whatever he eats, they eat. So not necessarily a tapeworm, because there was like, there was a shitload of them.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, obviously not good for their system.
And they just like reproduce within the dog.
I think so, yeah,
because
there was like, when I say there was a lot, I mean there was a lot of worms in him when he threw up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But how'd you fix that?
They sold medicine for it. Luckily, I didn't have to take him to the vet.
Oh, that would have costed an arm and a leg.
Fuck yeah, because then even after I gave him medicine, he never showed any signs of having problems.
Yeah.
The vet still suggested that I take him in.
Of course they'll
I'm
say
like,
that.
Fuck that. Because he had no insurance. So I mean, he still doesn't.
Yeah.
So if I was to take him to a vet, it's gonna cost an arm and a leg.
Yep. Yeah, I currently don't have insurance for my pets either, although it is a good idea to have it.
It definitely is, because paying out of pocket for all that shit, it's not good. It's so much more expensive.
It's like taking your
the weird
car.
thing.
It's like, when your car breaks down and you had to take it in.
Yeah.
And it costs, it's going to be astronomical. It's going to
cost a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not gonna
no
be
matter
like,
what.
just buy this $20 part.
Yeah.
And we'll switch it out for $100.
Even
No.
$100 would be cheap.
Yeah.
But they're
no,
thinking
it's
like,
always like 800.
yeah, exactly. 800 to, a couple $1,000.
When I went to I had an issue with my car where the brake pads weren't working, and I took it in, and they're like, essentially, like, if it's a brake pad issue, you're looking at $400 to $600 for each front and back. So I'm like, okay, so that's already $1,200 I'm gonna have
That's
to
fucking
spend.
crazy.
Yeah, but luckily we have Gerardo, Mari's boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
He's a mechanic.
Oh, shit.
He hooked it up. He
Yeah.
he just told me what parts to buy, and he switched them out for me. And
Damn,
I
that's
slid him
crazy.
like $140.
Yeah, and that's like, to mechanics, it's like one of the easiest things you could do.
Yeah, but to us, the fucking dummies who don't know anything
know.
about.
It's kind of like how people, how people are a little illiterate when it comes to fixing a computer.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when it comes to cars.
Yeah, dude. That's
I don't know what the
exactly
fuck.
same situation.
Yeah. I'm
Like-
like, this is the motor, right? I know that block is the motor.
Yeah, like, all
But-
right, this is the engine, this is the coolant.
The
what do they
basic
do
shit.
exactly? I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I just know the name.
Yeah. And then to switch it out, hell no, I won't be able to do that.
Surprised how many people are willing to pay $120 just to clear their computer of viruses.
And it's like one of the easiest things
you
can
do
clear.
it for free yourself.
Yep, just download Malwarebytes and you're good.
Yeah, that's the ultimate virus program that all the shops use. Yeah. Malwarebytes.
And people think we're wizards too, just because we could clear it, but literally we install a program, scan, clear the virus.
Yeah, we use a program to clear your fucking computer that you could download for free.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. Free, which is beautiful.
Yeah, and then we pocket all the money.
Yeah. Or if it was like a really severe virus, I would recommend like re-imaging for sure.
Yeah, they
probably
do that too.
If I had a virus, I would probably re-image.
Yeah.
Especially when you have all your banking details on the
on your computer.
On the computer, like you don't want anyone having like a keylogger that goes undetected, shit like that.
Yeah, that's what happened to me once.
It was a keylogger?
Not necessarily. I'm not really sure if it was a keylogger but it was a program that just wouldn't go away. Like it was a background process that no matter what I tried to do, like I would end it, but then it would restart itself up again, right? So and then it wasn't detected by any virus program. Yeah. So I created a bootable drive.
Yep.
Then I had to boot into that drive so that it's not accessing anything on my hard drive.
Exactly.
And then from there I deleted it.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't delete it.
Because some viruses, they stick to the kernel, so they hide themselves in the OS and become part of the OS, and you can't get rid of it. It's like starting up Windows. I mean, it's just part of Windows at that point when you have a virus like that.
Yeah, that's why it goes undetected.
Yep. And then it has admin access and shit. Hell no.
Yeah, you don't even know where it's coming from.
I know.
Fuck that.
That's scary.
Hell yeah.
I guess the worst, other than a keylogger, would be almost like remote monitoring, where they're able to see your screen and shit. Now that shit's scary.
Hell yeah.
Or the camera.
Somebody watching porn and shit.
I know. I cover my cameras. Don't want anyone to see doing the old pulling of the turkey. I just play.
I've never heard it said like that, but sure. All right. Yeah.
Choking the turkey?
I've heard of choking the chicken, not choking the turkey. Or spanking the monkey.
Yeah, that might.
Who the hell comes up with these phrases?
Spanking the monkey. That sounds ridiculous.
It definitely does. Who the fuck calls their dick a monkey?
Which one's the funniest one? Spanking the monkey actually sounds funny, but choking the chicken sounds funny too.
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Why do we always leeway into these ridiculous conversations? Yeah.
It's always about sex with us.
That's ridiculous. I mean, it's a part of life. People choke turkeys all the time. Or they choke hams, pigs.
I don't know about that, but sure. All right, so we got something special planned this weekend. Not for the listeners, but for us.
Yeah.
It's your wife's birthday weekend.
Yeah.
We're going to celebrate tonight.
And it's going to be special because for I guess, over 20 years, she hasn't celebrated her birthday. Actually, at 18, she probably did. Because birthdays weren't common at all in her household, so.
For anyone confused, am I allowed to say that she's a J? Okay. For anyone confused,
I think we spoke about it.
She grew up a Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm.
And from what you've explained to me is that they don't celebrate anything at all.
Nope. I mean, just anniversaries, like if you're married.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Like no quinces, no.
Mm-mm. They
graduation parties, no.
They do like what is it? They have like a memorial like once a year or some shit.
Memorial.
Yeah, it's like where they all get together. No, it's like they get together and have like a service once a year.
Okay.
Like specifically for that event. I'm not too sure what it is about. I think I went once. That's about it.
And there wasn't a dead body?
No dead bodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of what's weird about it to me, right? Is the fact that she's half Mexican and also half Spanish. Ew.
Yeah.
But I mean, because Mexicans, we celebrate everything.
Everything under the sun.
Yeah, like fucking 1-year-old birthday party. You know, you got the fucking Theos bringing all the beer and shit.
I know, it's funny. A one like
Says,
yeah,
Dia de los Muertos.
Those birthdays for the kids is the funny one. It's the kid's birthday and there's hella beer.
I know, for a 1-year-old birthday party. It's like, you know, that kid's never gonna fucking remember that party.
Yeah.
But everybody else is.
And then Mexican parents, they oftentimes give their kids sips of beer too.
Yeah.
I think we were discussing this last time. I'm wondering if that's why a lot of Mexicans are alcoholics, because we got that first
Starting
taste.
young, possibly.
Yeah. And we, I guess, had a liking to it.
It also has to do with genetics, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's what I kind of worry about, because your grandpa, my great-grandpa, we're talking about the same guy here. He was a hardcore alcoholic back in his day.
We're talking about like slapping his wife, things like that, beating her.
Yeah, yeah.
Did he beat the kids too?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Well, I mean, they both did. You know,
that's
even
crazy.
though our family doesn't like to talk about that.
That was a hard life.
I mean, it definitely was. Yeah. Can't imagine what it's like being beat by your mom.
So he would get out of work and just go to bars and shit. And
I don't even know
late?
if he worked, to be honest.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I know for one point in time they had a rabbit farm.
Gotcha.
And that's how they got their food, by eating the rabbits.
Ooh.
If I'm remembering this correctly, if anybody in the family wants to call me out and call me an asshole and correct me, please do. We need to get these facts straight about our, you know, wife beating grandfather.
Like I could have swore
I'm gonna get so much flack for this.
I know. And it's pretty early in the podcast. Someone might hear. Yeah.
What's the truth? You want to fucking call me up? Tell me to my face that great grandpa didn't beat his wife. Please tell me.
You can't hide these things.
I have words that say otherwise.
Yep. But yeah, that's ruthless. I can't even imagine. And then they barely had any food. It was basically just beans and chicken feet.
No, dude. How many kids did they have? They had like 9 kids, didn't they?
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I guess on the good notes, they were able to get to the U.S. eventually.
I mean, that was because of their kids, though, not because of them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, not to hate. I'm just saying.
Okay, the kids grew up. Who was the first one to come out here?
I do not know, but I know that my grandma was. She came over here when she was 17. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. And then, I remember.
What age did your mom come over here?
Like similar age.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she got a job like making sandwiches and shit.
Nice. My grandma got a job. She got a job at some factory, and then when that didn't work out, she got a job cleaning the LA Stadium.
LA Stadium?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Where they had like all the sports events and shit. She was cleaning up that place.
I always thought that was an interesting job. It probably sucks a little bit because people leave trash everywhere.
Yeah.
But it seems like a job like no one really bothers you. You just pick up the mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said she would get like $125 an hour. And that was, she said back at that time, that was generous.
Oh my God.
To get that kind of money.
Well, yeah, even now, $125 an hour. Oh, I thought like $125.
No. Like $1.25. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this was back in like the 70s, so
yeah.
That was
minimum wage was like fucking $3.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But then
I
again,
can't
you
even
know,
imagine.
For an immigrant, you know, she said that was pretty good, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, even the immigrants now doing like picking apples and shit, they don't pay anything. They barely get anything.
Yeah. Which sucks because, you know, they supply fucking avocados, all the fucking bullshit that the vegans eat.
It's all
funny. Stores across America, and they don't get paid shit.
Yeah. They care about the animals, but not the humans that are being slaved.
Yeah.
Slaved away.
For their stupid ass avocados.
Yep.
Everybody loves avocados now.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck's up with that?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even like avocados.
What I hear
it doesn't taste like anything.
I heard that avocados aren't really vegan for some reason. I forgot the reasoning.
I mean, any plants really, because you know, to keep that land safe, you have to kill like gophers, rabbits.
It had to come at a
bees,
price.
Bugs.
All their
You
monocropping.
have to kill so many animals just to protect your fucking avocados.
Yeah, and ruin the soil.
That too.
Yeah.
Can't do shit with that soil.
And then for what? And then we have those Beyond Meats and shit.
Yo,
Beyond Beef? What is it called? Beyond?
Yeah, no, Beyond Meat.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, when we went to the store together and I was looking at it, it was like the first time I looked at it up close. That shit looks fucking disgusting, man.
Yeah.
It looks like just a bunch of fucking shit packed into a burger patty.
I wonder if someone bought it by mistake since it's right there where the meat is.
It's like right next to the meat, yeah.
Yeah, they just tried cooking it.
They're like, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
Also, there's so much shit in it too. I don't know, man. I don't trust it. People say that's healthy for you because it's not regular meat, but
yeah,
the ingredients of regular meat,
there's a shitload of shit in it.
This is just for a regular beef patty. It's just beef, salt, that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe some water, But
yeah.
like for that Beyond Meat thing, it has like over 20 ingredients in it.
Yeah.
I just don't think, and a majority of them are oils. Like I just don't think eating that many different types of oils.
All those oils, yeah, it definitely affects you in the long run.
That's just me. If anybody wants to hit me up on Instagram _JTheCreator and
tell him how
otherwise,
much he's wrong.
Yeah, tell me how much I'm wrong. And feel free to tell me. But until then, fuck your Beyond Meat.
Or have them call you. Give out your number, dude.
I'm good on giving out my number.
Imagine people just calling you to scream at you.
That would be fucked up. Yeah, I would have to change my number at that point. All for a gag on the show.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. So how are you doing on your because remember last time we
were supposed to give an update on the carnivore diet. Yeah. Carnivore diet is going really well. I weighed myself this morning. I'm 233.
All right.
It's the slimmest I've ever been, and I'm only gonna get slimmer from here.
Yep. What was your heaviest weight?
257.
Yeah. So it must feel a lot better now.
It definitely does. I fit into my shirts a lot better. Like this shirt I'm wearing now, I never would have worn this before. I had it in my closet.
I haven't even seen that shirt before.
Yeah, dude, I've had this shirt for over a month now. And I haven't worn it because I didn't fit into it.
Yeah.
Today's the first day.
And you didn't want to return it or anything when you first got it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
Because when I bought it, it was like the beginning stages of the carnivore diet. So it was kind of there to like as a motivation, like eventually I'll fit into this. And today I do.
Gotcha.
Which is great because so since I weighed 233 today, and since my starting weight, I've lost over 20 pounds.
That's amazing.
And so I'm trying to break 227 so I can 227 so I could be 30 pounds.
So in no time, I imagine you'll get down to like 200, I bet, if you keep at it.
Hell yeah, which I'm fucking excited about.
Yeah. You just need to keep being consistent.
Oh, definitely. Like now, I mean, it's kind of a weird stage because today I woke up and it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I wasn't even hungry.
Yeah.
And I started like getting concerned. Like, shit, I should probably eat something. Like, why am I not hungry?
Yeah.
So I ate 3 bacon strips. That's about it.
Nice.
And then that was it. Like, I felt full.
Yeah.
Even though I probably should have ate more, but it is what it is.
When you could go the whole day when you don't feel hungry at all and that same feeling that you described, that's when you're in ketosis. So that's a very good sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. So from here onward, I'm probably going to be dropping weight real fast. Huh?
Yep.
Nice.
So now your body's really just running on fat now.
Fucking awesome.
Yep.
I know I've been waiting for this stage because I started to grow not concerned but not disappointed. Like
did you feel you were plateauing?
Yeah, so like sorry
worries.
Everybody, my dog's crying. It's all right, bud. Yeah, because I was weighing myself every day and I was stuck between 233 and 235. So but then today I broke it, so
that's awesome.
So
yeah, and those hikes really helped too. That hike we did I think it was last week.
Yeah.
The next day I weighed myself and I was like 5 less pounds than before.
Yeah.
So hiking really does help, especially when it's really hot outside.
Hell yeah, you start sweating.
Sweating it all off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I thought I was That's why I thought it was stuck, because I was drinking a gallon of water a day. But then I would be drinking a gallon till like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So by the next day, I don't think all the water had gone through my system.
Right.
So it's just, the weight of the water that was keeping me at 233, 235.
Yeah, all the water weight.
Yeah.
And that's even with all the, because when you're on carnivore or keto, you don't hold a lot of water either. Or if you do, when you're on carbs, there's even more water, like double.
Okay.
Because we hold a lot of water when we eat carbs.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it's because the water, and this might be just caveman thinking, but if the water, when you drink water, it absorbs into like all the carbs that you've eaten, and you're holding more water that way because it absorbs in the carbs, and then you still have water in you.
I heard that about alcohol. Like alcohol does the same thing. It gets absorbed by the carbs.
Yeah, bodies do weird things.
Yeah, that's why I'm not looking forward to tonight, because I'll probably
gotta play it safe.
Probably have like 2 or 3 shots and I'll be done for the night. You know what I mean? Probably be fucking blasted.
Yeah.
Because I don't have no sugar, no carbs in me at all.
That keto, that drunk keto, that's a very real thing.
Yeah.
And I forget about that constantly, because what was once pretty easy for me, the next day I'm like, let's say I drink like 5-6 beers before, when I ate carbs, the next day I'd feel pretty okay.
Yeah.
And then now, the next day, it's like a little harder. Like you went a little too hard, even with what you used to do. And you get fucked up even more so. Definitely. By being on keto and drinking.
Yeah, body just goes straight to the kidney, dude.
Yeah.
Or the liver. The liver, I mean.
It could be a good problem since you don't have to drink as much.
Yeah, you don't have to buy so many beers.
The problem is when you're drinking, it seems like a good idea to keep drinking. Like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah, until the next day. That's why I've been scarred ever since that day where we had all those White Claws.
Oh yeah.
I went a little too hard though. I'll admit that. I went a little too hard. I was chugging those things like no tomorrow.
They're so easy to chug.
Yeah.
I made the same mistake. I bought just last night, just to chill. I bought seltzers, and I think it's the ultras.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about these is that they're 0 carbs, absolutely 0 carbs, and 0 sugar.
Yep.
And 4% alcohol, so 1% less than the other ones, like the White Claws, which is, it's good, you don't have to feel like you have to get fucked up. But since I was on keto or carnivore, it did fuck me up after a while. And this morning it was a little tough.
Yeah. What time did you wake up?
Like fucking 12. Like I think right when you texted me.
Damn, that's pretty late for you. So we could be drinking normally. Like this was back before we got serious about our carnivore diet.
Yeah.
And you'd be awake at like 8 o'clock. And I'd be like all dying, like, oh fuck, are you all right? And he's like, yeah, I've been up since 8. Had my coffee, got a haircut. I'm like, what? How are you doing this?
Yeah. But keto makes it tough.
Yeah, definitely. Fucking, I was on TikTok randomly, and there was a debate going on in the comments. White Claws get a lot of hate, man, from Mexicans. Like, damn, like everybody thinks you're a pussy if you drink it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird because they have the same alcohol percentage as regular beer.
Even more so. Like Budweiser's, they have like 4% beer.
Yeah, and then like White Claws aren't gonna get you fat. Because surprise, surprise, everybody, beer makes you fat.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a fact. Beer makes you fat. It's like eating like an entire loaf of fucking bread.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't
just
even
for one beer.
Take someone serious when they talk shit about White Claws, but then they're over there chugging like really gassy beer that like obviously fucking, makes them fatter.
Yeah. Like, I should actually, let me correct my statement. It's not an entire loaf of bread, but one beer is equal to the amount of 7 pieces of bread, which still is a lot. Like, have you ever eaten 7 pieces of bread? Jesus, that's a lot of bread.
Yeah. And then that disgusting feeling after you drink a bunch of beers.
I mean, your fucking guts all bloated and shit.
And people love eating too when they drink beers, so it's even worse because you're all like, let's say you're drinking and eating pizza and shit.
Yeah. Which is, don't get me wrong, yeah, it's great, but it's not ideal if you're trying to, lose weight.
Yeah, you just feel terrible afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I can't imagine now that I'm serious about the carnivore diet. Like, I think I'm almost 2 months in now. I look at the eating habits that I had before, and I think to myself, like, fuck, man, why was I eating like that? You know what I mean? And now I don't even question it. Like, if I'm hungry, I don't go like, oh, let me go get a pizza. Let me go get some ice cream. Let me treat myself to something nice. It's the weekend. I'm just like, I'll go to McDonald's and get some beef patties.
Yeah.
And then that's it. I'll be fine for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and you used to go all out with the fast food too.
I did, man. It was fucking horrible. Yeah. No, because I remember the last time, or one of the times, we went out drinking. And at the end of the night, I was like, yo, let's order some pizza. And then I was like, yeah, get a large pepperoni, get the stuffed fresh cheese bread, and then get the fucking Parmesan bites and fucking
got the whole thing.
Yeah, dude. It was just not good. I'm just glad that I don't eat like that anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And actually now, you can treat yourself. They have a whole bunch of keto ice creams too. Yeah. I think there's 2 I could think of. I don't know the name of one of them, but the other one is Rebel ice cream. And they do have carbs, but it's really still in the keto realm, still like around 20, like less than 20. Because keto is, I believe it's like 50 grams and 50 carbs and under. Some people even do 80 carbs and under.
Yeah.
But anywhere below that is good. And there's no sugar in it, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah, I've thought about it because I've been to the grocery store, and I think I saw one of those keto ice creams, and I didn't even want to risk it,
Yeah.
because I eat one and then I'm like, hey, it's keto, I could have another one.
That's the problem.
And then then it just sets me off.
And it's not something you should eat every day either.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it still won't be very good for your diet.
Yeah, all that sugar. But I mean, it doesn't have sugar, but yeah.
And it's
you get it.
And it would activate your sweet tooth too, because there was a point in time where even Gabby was on the carnivore diet.
Nice.
But it was very short lived. But she wanted to get ice cream, and then I told her about those keto ones, and she did. And then it became like, oh, let's go get some ice cream like almost every day. Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, why didn't she get on it now? She kind of reluctant to eat all that meat.
No, she likes meat. She hates vegetables, but I don't think she likes being bound to just meat. I think she just likes to eat other stuff.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if they had keto pasta, I'd be eating that shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do, but I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to risk it.
And the funny thing is, she was the one that kind of started this whole keto thing before. Like, this was like 2 years ago when I first got onto keto. It was her idea. And then we even bought like keto cookbooks and shit. So we were both on it. And then she dropped out of it. And then I just stayed on the diet.
How did you discover the carnivore diet? Because I remember you were the very first one to get on it.
Yeah. It was through the Joe Rogan podcast. I think it was, what was it? Mark and Chris Bell. They were talking about it.
Yeah.
And then it sounded interesting to me, but I was a little scared too.
Of course, yeah. We've been told all our life, don't eat meat.
Yeah. And no lie, when I started it, even the first week, I was, constantly thinking like, is this, like, you were scared. Like, is this like, something that I'm supposed to be doing? I remember the fear,
because from growing up, right, as a little kid, we're taught the food pyramid. And then even into adulthood, we're still told not to eat meat.
Yeah.
It kind of made me think like, fuck, if I eat meat for a month straight, I'll probably die.
Yeah.
That's how like big the fear was.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, if I just keep eating meat like this, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, that's what you feel.
But then I started hearing about Dr. Sean Baker.
Yeah.
And he, his the people who are also following the carnivore diet, and they were like, I've been on this carnivore diet for a year now.
Yeah.
Now I'm like,
and they're jacked as fuck.
He's like, Dr. Sean Baker is pretty fit, dude. He's like, I think he's like 60 years old.
Yeah.
Or almost 60.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But still, like, the fact that he was able to eat meat for a year and not be dead, that kind of made me like, oh, okay, so I can just eat meat and I'll probably be fine.
Yeah. And they say it triggers something in your body. Like, your body knows what to do with it when you start eating that way.
Yeah.
And you just become optimal.
Another thing, um, that really like reassured me that it was okay to do it was when you went to go get blood work done,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that everything was fine
Yep.
except for your cholesterol. But
Yeah.
then, you told me to look it up, the difference between good and bad cholesterol,
Yep.
and then that's when I realized like, oh,
Yep.
okay, yeah, so
Because
it's not so
naturally,
bad.
you'll have higher cholesterol
Of
on a
course, yeah,
keto or carnivore diet because that's all you're taking in is fat. But there's been a lot of research on, cholesterol and how it works, and basically, it's not as bad, or it's not even bad. You actually need cholesterol in your system, but it's one of those things where traditional doctors will tell you, don't have high cholesterol
of
because
course, yeah.
because that's what they study when they went to med school and shit.
Back in the 80s, yeah,
Yeah, but there's actually new doctors that are actually explaining that no, there's such thing as good cholesterol as well.
yeah.
Um,
Like they could tell the difference between if you have bad or good
exactly.
cholesterol.
Yeah. And I imagine, obviously, if you have high cholesterol and you're taking in carbs, then it's no bueno.
Yeah,
But if you're just running on fat, you're good to go. Yeah, and I would recommend anyone research that as well.
yeah. So just don't just take our word for
Yeah,
everything that we're saying here.
yeah,
Again, just like the other one, this is just on our experience and
yeah,
how it's working out for us.
yeah. And you just feel better, because your body will tell you if you're fucking up.
Yeah,
Like if you tried this diet and then you really felt like you were dying, or there's signs, symptoms of poor health,
yeah.
then your body will let you know. So, and I've done this diet for on and off for years now, and I'm still alive. And
The last time you were serious about it, how long were you on it for?
I would say 2 years.
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
been on it for a while.
You didn't die during those 2 years, obviously.
Yeah,
You came out fine.
yeah. And then I'm going on to my third year now. Like, they're not like 2 years, or actually there was 2 years in a row, and then I broke off from the diet
Yeah, starting
for like
pizzas and
yeah,
ice cream.
for
Yeah,
like 8 months maybe, and I got
you got
up to
fat
like
again.
200
Yeah,
pounds. I was really treading a little over that, and then now I'm gonna start another year of doing the diet.
yeah. How many months are you in right now?
Shit, I would say 2 or 3. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just like you.
How much weight have you dropped?
About 20
Oh
pounds.
yeah, you said earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roughly 20 pounds, because I was 200 pounds.
When you
And
started?
yeah, when I started, and I weighed myself today, and I weigh 181, so nearly 20 pounds,
Okay, okay.
19 pounds.
Still, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, so I'm 5. So if I drop 5 more pounds, then I'll get back to where I was before when I was doing the diet consecutively.
Yeah.
And I found 175 is my normal weight, because when I was on the diet, that's where I kind of plateaued. Even with doing hikes and exercise, I would just
You were
stay at
just, yeah,
175.
that's your weight.
Yeah, eventually
175.
you'll just be in your weight, your
Yeah.
natural weight. So that's where I guess I want to be, and then I'll be
175.
good.
Okay. Okay. So pretty good.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting back into boxing,
Mm.
but if I want to go to the boxing gym in our area, I think I
Yeah.
might need to get vaccinated. Not that they require it,
Yeah.
you know,
Because there's hella
because they've
people
been,
going in and
yeah,
out, sweating.
yeah,
And
exactly, dude.
yeah.
And because that boxing gym has been open since the beginning of the pandemic, which
Oh
isn't
shit.
good. But if I wanted to go, I think that's what I would have to do. I would have to get vaccinated, just because I can't trust those fucking guys.
Yeah.
Are fucking sweating, breathing on me and shit.
The clinic here, the hospital, the hospital I work for, they have the clinic open now too. And they opened it up to all ages, so it'd be really easy for you to get one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I'm still thinking about it. So far, because it's been like what, like a couple months since they even started giving people the vaccine,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And so far it's been going well, thankfully, but I think I might have to hold off on it, on getting back into boxing, because I just want to wait a little bit longer and see,
Mhm.
if there are any repercussions to getting the vaccine.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit longer.
And it's your body, you have to think of.
Yeah. In no way am I anti-vax,
Yeah.
just to get that clear. I just want to see. Want to see what happens.
You know, it's the same with me. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, although I was before.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no problems with the actual vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I just am holding off as well.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll get it. I swear. Eventually.
Yeah. I just when it feels right.
I just want to see. I just want to see. You know, I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to be fucking tied in with those conspiracy theorist nutcases who think the problem. Earth is flat.
Yeah, it's when you're feeling, you know, you're a little reserved, you're conservative about what you put in your body.
Yeah,
you're in danger of being labeled like like an alt-right person or an
anti-vax. Yeah,
yeah,
which is kind of stupid, but
which is stupid.
Yeah,
yeah,
so you gotta make your clear point.
Yeah,
about what exactly you are.
Yeah, and usually those type of people that actually believe in, or there's these anti-vaxxers that think that they're putting shit in the vaccine that's basically for population control.
Yeah,
you know,
so stupid.
They believe in the Illuminati.
So stupid.
They think, yeah, it's a different type of thinking for sure.
Yeah, like during the beginnings of the pandemic, when Bill Gates said that he wanted to, you know, come out with a vaccine, which he didn't end up doing, right? Yeah, because all the main ones are Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson. I think there's one more.
Yeah, what is it, Moderna or something? I think so.
Like that. That's the word I had in my head. I didn't know if it was right though. Okay, yeah. So those three, no way connected to Bill Gates. All right, let's just make that clear. It's completely separate companies. But yeah, during the beginnings of the pandemic, everybody believed, or at least those conspiracy theorists, douchebags, believed that Bill Gates was gonna put a chip in the vaccine to monitor everything you do. But you know, surprise, surprise, there already is something like that.
It's called your phone.
It's called your phone. Your phone monitors everything that you do. Yeah. Every fucking every post that you do. It has geolocation, so you can tell where you posted it from. You fucking stupids.
And also,
that's how all those people got caught at the Capitol riots.
Oh yeah,
they had their phone on them. Stupids.
Oh, that is self-ownage right there.
Definitely is. They can't deny that they weren't there. They had their phone on them.
They're like, oh, it's not my phone. Someone stole it.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I lended it to a friend.
Yeah. A bunch of people use that excuse. Probably.
Yeah, I would imagine so. And then Bill Gates, obviously, he's under. Is he still on the board for Microsoft?
He is, yes.
So yeah, if you're using Windows,
I think
they're also spying on you.
He might have stepped down from CEO.
Yeah, though. CEO. But yeah. I think he's on the board.
Of course, yeah. Imagine being kicked out of the board. Fuck.
I know.
Then he really would have been Richard from Silicon Valley.
But yeah, that dude has so much money now.
I know. At what point do you just stop working? I don't think he's gonna stop working, to be honest. Probably till he dies. And even after that, he probably has a bunch of stuff set in place where his call will still have weight.
Bill Gates Foundation.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna die. I'm not in any way hating on Bill Gates. I actually think for how rich he is, he does pretty well with a good majority of his money, because he's created foundations where he convinced other rich people to donate to. Granted, I'm sure they do it just to get tax breaks, but it's going to a good cause. So
at least
it doesn't hurt, really.
And he's been really pushing the vegan lifestyle too. Like he actually told people about like Beyond Meat and shit.
Yeah, he's invested pretty hard in Beyond Meat.
He says everyone should eat that way.
I don't think so. Yeah. That I will have to disagree with Bill Gates on.
We're all human, though. You know, obviously he has his own opinion.
Yeah.
Just like we're
whatever
giving
works
our
for him.
opinions.
Yeah, whatever works for him.
But to say that everyone should jump on this diet because it's better for the environment, I don't know.
I don't think so. We need cows.
If everyone was on this diet, we would probably still take up more land than now. You know, all the land we use for cows, that will be replaced with, you know, crops. But then we're gonna fuck up all our soil. And
you guys want to know the Dust Bowl to happen? You fucking stupids.
Well, at least cow poop is good for the soil.
Yeah, cow poop and the saliva from their tongue
Yep.
is good for the soil.
Yep.
What little of it we have already.
So, and then I don't even think we would have enough room to put to grow all the crops in order
And
to feed everyone a vegan diet.
Exactly.
And then what are you gonna do with your pets? Like your cats, they'll obviously need.
Oh yeah, they need meat.
We can't put our cats into a vegan diet.
We're gonna have to start fucking having our own rabbit farms.
Yeah.
Just feed.
We're still gonna have to slaughter animals.
To feed my dog rabbits.
Yeah.
But even then, that's not necessarily good for them because I don't know if you know, but rabbit meat is too lean.
Oh, it is very lean.
If you were to only eat rabbits for whatever reason, like you were trying to survive in the wild, and you could only catch rabbits, you will die.
Yep.
You will die eating rabbit meat.
Mm-hmm.
It's too lean. Like there's just no nutrients in it.
And we thought chicken was bad.
I know, huh?
Yeah. That's why I greased up my chicken. Put butter on that bitch. Put mayonnaise on that bitch. And fry it.
I fucking love greasing up my chicken with mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you put me onto that.
Yep. It's actually if you're on the keto diet, carnivore diet, rub some mayonnaise all over your chicken before you put it in the air fryer.
Makes it that much better.
It makes it way better.
That being said, I remember reading this article. I think it was in Japan. There was an increase of people eating meat in Japan.
Ooh.
And there was a lot less health issues during that time when they started eating more meat. Because I don't know if you know, but people in Japan, they get sick all the time. With their overworking, the fact that they eat rice for pretty much every meal, which is debatable if it's good for you or not. I don't think it is, in my opinion, because it's just rice.
Yep.
You're just eating
plain
carbs at that point.
Is there any nutrients in rice?
I don't know. I don't think so. I would have to look it up.
Rice is tasty, but I can't.
Definitely tasty.
I don't think it's like a superfood or anything. Anything nutritious.
In no way is it a superfood or anything like that.
It's just neutral
compared to like a steak, because steak has so many nutrients in it.
Yeah.
It
has everything.
Essential vitamins too. It has like B12, vitamin D, some vitamin D, not a lot, obviously. Iron.
Have you heard of head to tail, like within the carnivore community? Have you heard of? How do you feel about eating organs and shit?
I've eaten organs before, but they were fried. So,
which might not be that bad. On the
just
carnivore
the
diet.
oil.
Oh, with the oil, they do put oil on it.
Yeah. The Mexican way. I've eaten it the Mexican way.
Yeah, and it is tasty.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Like fucking tripas.
Yeah, you need it. It's an acquired taste for to eat tripas like that.
It's like, just picture a macaroni that's very gummy.
Yeah, so chewy.
It's like a meat gummy.
Like it's almost to the point. It's chewy to the point where like it's almost inedible.
Yeah, you really had to bite into that bitch.
Yeah, kind of like swallow whole tripas whole.
Oh shit.
But yeah.
But yeah, I on this diet I also eat organs to some extent. Once in a while, I eat what is it? I eat liver.
Okay.
Like cow liver. And
do you eat it raw?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I like cooking all my meat.
Yeah, people do it. Some people swear that you should eat the organs raw, but I don't think that.
Because they say there's more nutrients in it if you don't cook it.
Yeah.
And apparently it's not the worst thing if you, like, as long as you don't eat ground beef raw, then you're good. But if you have like a steak raw or these organs, and it's also grass fed, then there's, you won't necessarily get sick, but obviously there's still a chance.
Yeah.
I just like to cook it, even if some nutrients are being burnt off during the cooking process, there's still enough in there.
Yeah. Like there's some people, or there were some people in the carnivore community. This was like back when it was blowing up, where they tried to eat raw ground beef. I only ever saw one post of it. but yeah, it you needed to wait like 2 or 3 days to prep it. You like salt, season it, and you gotta let it just chill in the fridge for like 2 days. Like, man, that's a lot of fucking work just to eat some meat. Like, I'd rather just cook it and eat it like it's supposed to be eaten.
Yep, just cook it.
Yeah.
We discovered fire for a reason, and one of the first things we did is cook things.
Exactly, dude. I don't know if I talked about this last time, or yeah, I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I remember um, when I was talking about how Mexicans have a high rate for diabetes, and back in the Aztecs, they only ate meat to an extent. I mean, they had some crops, but we weren't eating it like that, like to that extent. But then we figured out how to grow mass crops, and we just started eating all that instead of hunting.
Yeah.
And that was because of what you said, because of the Spaniards, the colonists.
Yep.
Or
they're
the colonizers.
colonizing. Yeah. And
they brought all their shit from their shitty world.
Yeah.
And when they took over ours, they brought it with them.
And it was much easier to do that than to go out hunting.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And it was cheap, a good way to feed people.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily the healthiest thing.
How to make masa and all that tamales.
Yeah.
That shit.
And then it was game over. You have the Mexican cuisine.
Yeah. So many. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great food, but is it the healthiest? Fuck no.
Yeah.
And it's weird because we invented the salad, the Caesar salad. The Caesar salad was made in Tijuana.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, dude. You're welcome, world.
We did that.
We did that shit, dude.
Yeah. But the good thing about, speaking of the liver, you just put it on a pan and you only have to cook it like for 3 minutes on one side and then like 3 minutes on the other.
Yeah,
and it's fucking
so flat,
done.
right?
It's so, yeah. And it's another acquired taste, but that's actually filled with vitamin C as well.
Really?
Yeah. So usually meats, they have traces amount of vitamin C, like less than 1%, maybe even less than 0.5%. Or like think of 0.5% and then think of another 0.5%. That's the amount of vitamin C that's in just normal beef.
Yeah.
And one of the scares that people had when first jumping onto the carnivore diet is that you might get scurvy. Because
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's where your teeth will fall off, and then you'll basically die eventually because you don't have any vitamin C. That's what happened to a lot of like the sailors back in the day. They didn't have much nutrition in terms of vitamin C.
Yeah, being out at sea. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they ended up dying from scurvy. But yeah, that's one of the, I guess, misconceptions is that we need a lot of vitamin C, but we actually don't. The trace amounts of vitamin C in the meats already is enough to keep you alive.
Yeah.
And we're not dying either.
When I first heard that, like, if you just eat meat, you could get scurvy.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, can't you just suck on a lemon?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they did. Back when they figured out, just suck on some lemons and you'll be fine. You won't get scurvy.
And if you're really scared about that, you could even buy vitamin C capsules and you're good.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just those little pills, the vitamins that you get.
Yeah.
They don't have any carbs or anything.
Yeah, so you don't need to get it in the sugary powder form.
Yep. So you could do that, or you could just fucking buy some liver like once a month. And then just cook that, and that has a lot of vitamin C in it, which is weird. An organ that has vitamin C.
I never would have thought, to be honest. I thought vitamin C just came from oranges.
Yeah, well, it comes
from... Goes to show how much of a lie the food pyramid is, huh?
Yep.
This is basically like the carnivore podcast. Is all we've been talking about.
I know, these days. And then...
Well, it's a pretty big update. We both had fucking huge accomplishments.
Yeah, that's what's new in our life.
You know what? The last time I lost 20 pounds was? I can't remember. Maybe like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
I typically lose 10 and then go fucking fall off the wagon.
Yep. And then you gain like 20 pounds or 15 pounds.
Exactly, dude.
It's so easy to do. It's so easy to gain pounds.
Eating all those pizzas and fucking ice cream.
Don't get me wrong. Sometimes, I mean, although it is easier to go without eating carbs, when I see Gabby eating something like a pizza, I'm like, just, how dogs stare at you when you're eating?
Yeah.
That's how I am.
I know. I went on a date the other day, and I went to a diner.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say which one. And I had to get the steak, bacon, and eggs, obviously, because of my diet.
Yeah.
And then my date, she got a fucking waffle.
Oh.
And I wanted to fucking. I wanted a piece of that waffle so bad.
It's tough,
but I can't.
Yep.
Gotta stick to it.
Did you tell her about the carnivore diet? Like,
yeah,
did she know you're on it?
Yeah, I told her. I told her about it.
How does a normal person think of, what do they think of the carnivore diet?
Well, she didn't really say much about it.
Oh.
I'm sure she thinks it's fucking crazy though.
Yeah.
Just eating all that meat. But yeah, surprisingly she wasn't too judgmental to my face.
Yes.
Which is great. But normally, when I would tell another person, to be like, "You're doing what?"
Yeah.
Like just eating meat, like no vegetables. That's why I haven't told my mom anything about the diet, because I told her that I was gonna do it once before, and she grew very concerned.
Yeah.
She thought I was gonna die.
That's one of the things I was gonna say, is I find Mexicans are extra critical on the carnivore diet. Like if you were to tell them, they it's funny because if you're eating fast food, they don't say a word, but then the moment you tell them that you're gonna eat meat, then they get scared.
Yeah, it's so weird. That happens, with pretty much everybody.
Yeah,
like anybody who eats fast food.
And there's no vegetables other than the lettuce, and a lot of people don't even get the lettuce and tomato.
So it's not eating a burger isn't very healthy for you if you eat the bun and shit. But if you just ate the patties, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Now that I know.
And the cheese, ooh.
The cheese is
depends on what cheese.
Yeah, cheese is debatable, to be honest, because I've stopped eating cheese like that, and I feel a lot better.
Yeah.
But I still have like some cheese here and there.
Yeah, it's about tweaking it. Yeah.
Yeah. So cheese is debatable, but that's neither here nor there.
Dairy is debatable.
Yeah, like I don't drink milk anymore. Shit's fucking gross. I've just lost my taste for milk.
Yeah,
because I would drink milk, and then like my stomach would be all fucked up for the rest of the day. I don't know if I'm.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No, like I've drunk milkshakes, fucking ice creams all my life. It's been just fine, but I don't know. Since I've been on this diet, I would have some milk, and then it was just
like not the same.
Yeah, it's just not the same anymore.
Maybe did you used to eat like cookies with the milk before? Or?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Can't have fucking regular cookies without milk.
But now it's not like we're gonna dip meat into the milk and then eat the meat.
Exactly.
There's nothing we could do other than just drink the milk. Even though milk actually has a lot of sugar in it. So
interesting. That's probably why.
Yeah.
All that sugar in my stomach. I haven't had sugar in
I didn't know that. But if you look at the nutrition values,
it has sugar.
It has sugar. We put sugar in every goddamn thing.
I know, which is very upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the upsetting things about being here in America, because other countries, they're more honest with their labels. Like if something has sugar in it, it very clearly tells you. Because before, I don't know if you remember this, but before the nutrition label on packages, they were hidden.
Oh, very
like they were very small letters, and only recently they passed a law where you have to put the serving calorie and then the full serving calorie right next to it for the whole package.
I love that. It's much easier to read.
It's definitely like, oh, okay, this whole package of cookies, it will be 580 calories. When before it would say, oh, it's just 78. You know what I mean?
And you didn't know how many servings were in it.
Yeah, because the fucking letters were so small, which is, it's so stupid that we had to pass a bill to put that into effect, but it's just how things are here in America, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I discovered that even jerky has a lot of carbs and sugar. The sugar, like the ones you get from the store, like the main ones, the mainstream, like
Foster Farms.
Like the jerky, I don't know if Foster.
Oh, jerky.
Like
jerky. Turkey.
Jerky.
Yeah, jerky. Beef jerky.
And the sugar doesn't surprise me because obviously they marinated in, sweet
syrups and
syrups. Yeah. But the carbs, how do they get the carbs in the meat like that?
It's probably from the sugar.
Probably from the sugar.
Yeah. Damn. Sugar and carbs, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, they do.
You're not gonna see like a cookie that's 0 carbs and then 20 grams of sugar.
Oh yeah, carbs turn into sugar too. Yeah.
So you have too many carbs.
It's only natural.
Your body process.
Makes
if you eat too many carbs, your insulin levels they rise, and because your body can't process so many carbs, it starts turning it into sugar.
That's crazy.
You get that right?
Something along those lines.
Yeah, I might have got that wrong.
I'm not an expert on.
We're not experts, so
But yeah, it's something along those lines. If not, maybe that's what it is. But I can't say for certain. But it's along those lines. But yeah, we put sugar in everything. We have carbs in everything. And it's hard not to have carbs. I mean, the only thing you could eat if you don't want to eat carbs is basically just meat.
Yeah.
Which
because even low, no, sorry, even vegetables, regular plain vegetables have carbs in them.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
And then obviously some vegetables have higher carbs than others.
Yep.
So even with fucking vegetables, you gotta be careful for.
Yep. So that's why on the keto diet they do eat vegetables, but they keep it under a certain amount.
Yeah, it has to be very minimal.
So from time to time I do buy asparagus or I buy broccoli sometimes.
Every once in a while, I won't do none. It's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just to do it. Not really that I have to. I haven't even eaten a vegetable in months.
Me either.
Yeah. Well, when I used to tell people at my work, I thought they would think I'm crazy, like for doing the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
But they never said anything. They were like, "Oh, that's cool." But I used to hate that they basically called it the meatitarian diet.
Meatitarian.
They're like saying, "Oh, are you still on the meatitarian diet?"
And you're like,
I just thought that was pretty cringy. Yeah.
Like, it's carnivore, dude.
Yeah.
It's not meatitarian.
Yeah. Or I told them that it was the zero carb diet.
Oh, okay.
As well, like depending on who I spoke to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hand in hand. Zero carb diet is the carnivore diet.
Yeah. So I'll probably tell that to my mom, like I'm doing a zero carb diet.
Yeah, they'll understand it better.
That way she's not freaking out and shit.
Yeah.
That's the first time I told her, she freaked out.
Yeah.
I said that before. But yeah.
Yeah, Mexicans are critical, man. Yeah, my mom was
critical of everything, dude.
My mom was a little scared for me too until I explained it to her.
She thought you were gonna die.
Yep. And my dad, he was concerned too.
Yeah.
Probably still is.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, man, my son's over there eating all that meat. He's gonna die any second. I just know it.
Yeah. Like he was telling me, like, so you don't have, like, eventually you don't have to like drop out of the diet and start eating vegetables. Like, will you be fine? I'm like, yeah.
So I've been haven't eaten a vegetable in like 2 years, dude.
Yeah. We don't eat vegetables.
Yeah, that's fucking true. I mean, it's not like our Mexican food is any better. You know what I mean? Because like let's say you have pozole for breakfast, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all oil and grease and you know vegetables and shit, and then you eat the carb with the tostadas.
Yeah.
In no way is it healthy.
Mexican food isn't healthy for you.
I mean, it's a fun way to start the day, after you've been drinking.
Oh, yeah.
But in no way is it healthy.
Mm-mm. And then like the tortillas and everything. That's why a lot of Mexicans are a little bigger, I
mean, they're definitely fat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I remember as a kid, we would go to Mexico, for little trips to visit family and stuff. And my family over there, they would start every morning with Coke. Oof. They would just drink Coke for breakfast.
Coke is essential.
I'm like, fuck, man. Like, you guys just straight off the bat wake up and just drink all that sugar.
Yeah. And in Mexico,
tortillas.
Yeah.
And fucking,
in Mexico, it's required that there's a Coke in the fridge. Like, and they have those 3 liters over there. It's like the bigger ones.
Yeah. Which,
like, wow.
I mean, it's not good. It's not good at all. But it's kind of, because you can't say anything because it's kind of customary that you all have Coke with breakfast.
Yeah, it's expected.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Somebody let me know.
Yeah. Do you buy sodas at all these days?
I would get the diet sodas.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have actual sugar in them, but they have sugar substitutes.
Yeah.
So, like dextrose. Fucking all that other stuff.
Probably not healthy, but it won't
definitely not.
It won't harm your pounds. Like it won't make you fatter or anything.
Yeah. So, but I've stopped buying them. But when I go to McDonald's, I'll get like a large Diet Coke.
Yeah. Hey, no
that's
sugar, no carbs.
So it's still limited to how much I drink.
Yeah. But it's amazing what they could do, making a soda. Like the what is it? Pepsi Max. They taste exactly just like the regular Pepsi, but they don't have carbs or sugar.
Zero carbs. It's fucking great.
I can't even imagine eating a regular Pepsi or drinking a regular Pepsi. It has like 50 grams of sugar all in one can.
I would for sure get a headache after that.
And if you've seen those videos or those pictures of what 50 grams of sugar looks like stacked up on a table, Holy shit.
It's like, fuck, do we drink that in just one can? It's ridiculous.
Yep.
And that's why, like, it's I've looked at other countries and how exactly their health food system works, and it's kind of similar, but their products are definitely different because like their candies and stuff, they still have sugar, but it's not like as much as we do over here in the US. Like, for example, over there in the UK, if you were to go to KFC and get a large drink, it's the same size as a normal over here in the US.
Whoa.
Like, that's the biggest size you can get, a normal. But it's over there, it counts as a large.
Yep.
And
so we're accustomed to having like large amounts of everything.
Yeah. Because like I think like if you go to McDonald's, you get like a large soda. I think it's like 24 ounces. 24 ounces. Or sometimes 32. Depends on the place, right? Obviously. So how many ounces is in one can of Coke? Would you say like
Coke?
8?
8? Yeah. 8 would be like picture a Red Bull, that would be around 8.
That would be 8?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So probably like 16.
Yeah, around there.
Okay.
16 would be, I think 16 is like a Monster energy drink. So
okay. So then it would be 8.
So yeah, I think it is 8.
All right. So let's say, here you go to a restaurant or a fast food place. You get a soda, it's a large 32 ounce. You're drinking like 3-4 cans of Coke.
Oh yeah.
In just that one drink.
Yeah.
And over there they limit you to like 1.5.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird, man.
Yeah.
Rules over here are weird.
Yep. Like, I imagine if people were to come from like another country and come to the US and order food of any, like pretty much anything, you can pick anything, there's going to be a large portion on your plate.
Oh yeah, like that show that we watched, 90 Day Fiance?
Oh yeah.
The foreigners, they come over here and they get fat eating all this American food.
Yeah.
Because we're just used to eating a lot. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's like all these big ass plates.
Yeah. Eating 3 times a day, 4 times a day.
Yeah, and over there they probably eat like, I know I probably shouldn't judge or anything. They probably do eat like 3 times a day, but I imagine some of them eat only like once or twice a day.
Yeah.
If they're lucky.
Like some of my coworkers, they would eat like fucking 4 times a day.
That's
like,
fucking ridiculous.
I'd come in the morning, they're eating something, and then they get hungry like a little before lunch, and they start eating something, and then lunch they eat something, and then when they get home, they go out to eat and shit. Hardly anyone cooks these days. Or at least that's what it seems.
It's fucking ridiculous. Are your coworkers fat?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty fat. Yeah. Would expect much. I would be surprised if they were all skinny.
Yeah.
Eating 4 times a day like that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
what happens when you get a white wife, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to cook.
That's what happens.
Can't cook you steaks. Not even steaks. It's not that hard to cook a steak.
I wonder if even Mexican girls these days don't know how to cook.
I heard that they don't.
Yeah. It's becoming like a thing of the past to cook.
Very sad.
Especially to clean. That sounds sexist.
It's kind of why I want to date a Latina, Cooks, cleans, take cares of me, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Just the traditional.
Yeah, like a traditional girl,
Yep.
I probably have to go to like Michoacan or something.
You have to import one.
Marry an Indio.
Yeah. Dang, cook and life, clean.
Dude. Yep. Give her a better life.
Yep. It's a good trade-off.
Yeah, here, girl, buy your whole family a house. Slide her like $500.
Yep. And then you'll have to send her family money, through Western Mutual and
That's
shit.
The part that would suck.
Wire money.
Every month I would have to send her family money. I mean, it's understandable, but it just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. People still do that, huh? Like send money over to Mexico.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta take care of your family, and then obviously when you get a wife, you gotta take care of her family too. You're the man.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why it's a good thing you got a Spaniard woman. She's more Spaniard than Mexican, I would say.
Doesn't even look Mexican.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah. I actually didn't know what she was when I first saw her.
That's that Spanish blood, dude.
Yeah.
She got that colonizer blood in her, and she got you, dude. She colonized the fuck out of you.
Yep. And then, the rest is history. You're conquered. Can't do anything about it.
Pretty much. Not unless you get her pregnant, then you're the one who conquered her.
Yep. I was a little scared of her when I first saw her.
Yeah.
Like she has like a mean face.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she does. Sometimes I get scared to say hi.
Yeah. But yeah, she just looks mean, but not always
she's
mean.
not. No, she's very sweet.
Yep. So yeah, you guys go get yourself a Spanish girl.
I don't know. Watch when I get a fucking Spaniard wife.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All this shit talking about Spaniards.
I know, and then I fall for it. I
Yeah.
get colonized. It's like
Yeah.
my ancestors. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. The
And I
Spaniards.
have that Indio blood in me too, dude. It'll be even worse.
Oh. Yeah.
I really failed my ancestors.
Yeah, they're gonna be rolling in their graves, turning in their graves, rolling in their graves. Yeah.
What time are we at right now?
We are 1:05.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Anything else you gotta say?
That's pretty much it. That's the latest is just the carnivore diet.
Yeah, this was pretty much the carnivore episode. I'm probably gonna title it that.
Yeah.
Carnivore episode.
Carnivore episode. That was the good majority of it.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah. You know, I mean, it's just going so well for us. You know what I mean? It would be rude not to talk about
Exactly. We have to share all the good.
You got to keep people updated.
Yep. You got anything you want to talk about?
No. Kind of just want to hurry up and go to the mall and get a shirt for tonight.
For sure.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Huevos con Weenies podcast. I'm JTheCreator. He's PurpleSuns. And if you want to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, that is at @GoingToWeenies. That is the podcast Instagram and Twitter. If you want to follow me on my personal Instagram and Twitter, that is _JTheCreator on both platforms. And if you want to follow PurpleSuns, it'll be PurpleSun_X. That's on Instagram. And on Twitter, it's IGiveDrugs_. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one.